Sanju Tiwari. She is a professor at Shraddha University, India. She also runs a Sadhguru Research Lab, which is something similar to CAIR-Nepal, and we are also a collaborator, not just in terms of those two institutions. Uh, okay, there's some. Let me change this setting so that the student can unmute and then ask a question. Yeah, Prajwal, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Okay, answering. Okay, it was by mistake. Yeah, as I was saying, Sanju also runs a Sadhguru Research Lab in India, which is similar to CAIR-Nepal, and we have been collaborating. Okay, Jubril. Uh,
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So I want
mhm.
to ask this question on behalf of the students. So thank you very much, Dr. Semi. I think I learned a lot as well. So because this program is an academic writing workshop, I would like to know, how do we handle the use of AI within our writing in terms of citation and referencing and things like that? Is it that at the end of our writing, do we just put like a comment somewhere to say a part of this work has been AI generated, or how do we cite? So do you have any recommendations on that? Thank you. Hello, did you get my
Take,
question?
take Raj, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I can already answer this. Okay, there are specific guidelines appearing even in journals and conferences where they explicitly ask you to specify what extent you have used these generative AI tools. So they want you to be transparent regarding what did you do using all those generative AI tools. Also, the reason for that thing is not just to make transparent, but also to make accountable, because everything you put on the paper, you cannot say it's by AI tool. As once you are the author of the paper, it's you who are responsible. And coming back to what you asked, Jubril, do I need to put a specific text or something? No, I think giving that level of details would be too much because of the page restrictions and things you may use throughout the paper, right? You may use to do specific things. So you don't put, say, I use ChatGPT to, I don't know, rephrase this paragraph. You don't say it like that, but you say, I use ChatGPT. The tool like ChatGPT was used for, I don't know, rephrasing, code writing, and improving some sections of writing, something like that. Uh, Journals, conference, they are also updating their guidelines in response to new AI landscape. So it's always better to check what their rules are regarding the use of ChatGPT and all other generative AI tools. I hope that answers your question. Let me start again completing the introduction of Sanju Tiwari. Yeah, she is a founder of Sadhguru Research Lab and a senior researcher at University at okay, Autonoma di Tampolis. Just correct me
Tamaulipas,
if I
Tamaulipas,
pronounce.
and TIB Hanover, Germany.
Yeah, Hanover. Most importantly, she has been organizing knowledge graph conferences, have been on the committee of top semantic web conferences like ESWC, and she has published more than, I don't know, hundreds of research books, like more than 5 or 7. Uh, sure, both from as an editor perspective and also She has been on the both sides as an editor who is responsible for checking and handling all those submissions and making decisions on whether to accept or reject the paper, uh, and also author because she's a researcher. So I'd like Sanju to take control and give us an insight.
Thank you so much, Tekraj, and I really appreciate that I have you have invited me for on this topic. Although it was very short time, so that I could not have a very good slide presentation. But because this is my favorite topic, how to write research paper, how to publishing, and in December I was invited in a Atal FDP government workshop in Bangalore, and I have taken one day session on sustainable knowledge graph and also the first half day session for research writing, article writing, and how to review and all these things. So before starting, I would like to thank Dr. Semi that you have very nicely highlighted about the chat GPT, what to do not copy and do not these type of things. They are very, I mean, they are very relevant for the student who are just beginning to write the paper, write the research article, or write the progress report, because this time ChatGPT is helpful to guide you, but not relevant to write the paper from ChatGPT. That is already shown in the talk of Dr. Semi. So I would not go about that part. Basically, I always starting from a beginner aspect, like just if you are starting from zero. So I have also I faces many failures. In fact, when I started, and at that time in 2013 14, know this type of various AI tools, and in fact I don't know these type of online sessions also were not very common at that time. This is, we can see that these things are very popular after COVID. So we can attend any online session, we can get different type of guidelines and everything available very easily nowadays, and there are so many tools are available. So at that time when I wrote, because sometimes you are beginner and no idea, just write the paper because without any reason, without any aim, without any goal, just if someone tell yes you have to write, and you have to write. But after getting rejection, you are coming on the zero at part, where from where you have started. So I always focus that time, you should have to be very careful to save that particular time, that what you are going to write, why you are going to write, and for whom you are going to write. These things should be clear before starting any writing. Because you are writing, first thing is very clear that when you are writing, you are not writing for yourself. Your writing article is for readers. And why readers should read your article? If you see how many blogs are every day published on LinkedIn and everywhere, and sometimes some blogs are very favorite, very popular, and people are sharing this, that please read. So that content is something have, then people are reading this and sharing to another one. Like if you read something good and you share to other people. So this thing should be happen for your own content. Either it is one paragraph, or it is one page, or it is 4 page, or it is 40 page. So I started very small paper, like 6 to 7 pages paper, and nowadays I am working on the books. And I would like to show you just that this is one of the best achievement of my presentations, sorry, papers. Just a minute. So, screen. So, um, yeah, you can see. Can you see my screen? Take. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, we can see.
Okay. So this paper was written in 2020 at students in graphs and practice. And the big stories behind that, I just back of my postdoc from Spain after 6 months. December got back, December 2020. After coming to India, due to COVID, I couldn't apply for a new job. And I was at home working remotely. I paper, research paper. So that I can continue my I have different and in journal. This paper has more than 100 citations. If you see on Google Scholar, so you can see that it was a very, I was just beginner in fact to write about the knowledge graph because in when I wrote it, this paper, I collected all the knowledge graph in this way and summarized this. And after 3 reasons, this paper was published. This paper was not only a publication, I have completed the publication. Still, it is student giving. I think it's some next meeting. So, I'm not overwhelming, but you can check it. This paper, 400 citations everywhere. So this is the best thing. That is when your paper is seated more than 100, more than 200, more than 300 and continues. This is lifetime process. As much as you will give your content, it will give you result for whole time. So this is
Yeah.
the idea.
Sanju,
Dave, can you hear me?
just sorry for interruption, but your voice is breaking. I thought it was just me, but it seems to be the issue for all. And you are frozen as well. Okay, there might be some issue. I'm checking with Sanju. In the meantime, I think it would be good if you could upload your outline and title the yesterday's assignment to the GitHub. If you don't know GitHub, just send it to me. Yeah, she will be joining shortly. And also, if you have any other questions, we can. Um, no, Sanju, we cannot hear you.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, now we can.
Okay. So, are you will you able to see my that I have spoken about the publication about all the things?
Yeah, but it was breaking. So I don't know if everyone were able to get things.
Okay.
You were talking about
Just let me
citations.
repeat it.
Yeah, so
Yes, yes.
I think it would be nice if
So
if you could.
yeah, I was on, yeah, I was on this page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling that the citation of this paper, you can see that more than 100 today's. I can show you. This is the, yeah. So you can see that this is the top paper and it was published on 2021 and you can see that this has more. And so I was telling that the publication, the writing is not for one day that you have published the paper and it is finished from there. It is for whole life and you can get the achievements for whole life. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but if you are
Okay.
sharing something, we cannot see.
I stopped it now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was telling that the writing part is not for one day. Writing part is for the whole lifetime. When you publish something, it is read by other authors, other participants, other users. So, and it is forwarded for others. So you, before writing, you should be very clear that what to write, why to write, for whom to write. This was the one thing that I want to share with you. And then now I would like to share one more thing, that a basic part. Can you see my word screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we are going to about the publication, so these are the basic content, that how to write a research paper, type of research paper, outline of a research paper, guidelines for publication, and how to review our own paper. That is very important phase when you're writing the paper, when you're writing an article, and when you have to review your own content. So as I told that last month, I have given a talk in a government workshop in Bangalore, and I have covered these things for students. And students, like many students, are not aware about these things, that they need to focus. They just know to write the paper and submit anywhere. So this is not the way to to start the writing, and after, before the writing and after the writing. So there are many things that what you have to follow before writing and after writing. So here, before writing, that how to write a paper, type of research paper, outline of a research paper, and after writing, guideline for publication and how to review a paper. So here I will explain you that a very simple example, that how to research up, how to write a research paper. So basically, what is a research paper? We all know that it is a piece of academic writing that provides analysis, that can provide an analysis, interpretation, argument based on in-depth independent research or survey papers. Basically, research papers are similar to academic essays, but they are usually longer and more detailed. And this is the theoretical knowledge. I'm not going behind this. So this figure you can see, like, selection of a research topic. That is the first step that you have to follow. You have to think that what research topic you are going to choose. Then conducting review. What is the current stage of this topic? What work has been done and what work has to do? What is the future aspect of this work? So this should be very clear before writing, before finalizing. Right? Suppose you have framed some objective, and these, after conducting that work, and you have found that this work already had been done. So it will be repeated task, and your work will not be counted because others are already implemented. So you need not to repeat it. You have to something introduce new one, improvement and extension. This type of things can be done. So to avoid the repetition, to avoid your time, to avoid the wastage of time, you need to be careful before review, before conducting review. You cannot judge, you cannot decide, you cannot find that what task has been done and what task can be done in future. So now after review, what is the process of review and how to do the review? This is also a question that is inside behind this step. So you have to collect top seated papers, top journal papers, or top read paper that you can find, the top published paper, latest paper, 10 to 50 papers, at least 10 to 50. I always suggest to go for 50 and then short list. But if you are graduate student or master student, then at least 10 papers, top latest published. Why latest published? Because if you read 2025 paper, it will cover all the before previous papers. While if you read the 2023, it will not cover 24 and 25. So always think that you have to find the latest published paper. And then you have to check what references they have covered, what reviews, which papers they have covered. So you can save your time to find individual paper rather than to find the entire paper. rather than to waste your time, so you can save the time to find single paper. In one paper you can find many of the related work that is already seated over there, that is already considered in that. So this is a way to conducting a review, that if you have taken a 2025, and best to take a survey paper, because if you take a survey paper, it will include maximum related work over there. And then you have to find the, when you have a material, when you have collected the material, you have collected the articles, then you should go for the finding the research gap. Research gap means what task they have done, and what task, what is still there is limitations. If you remember, first we have movie without voice, then we have movie with voice, then we have black and white TV, then we have color TV, now we have smart TV, and further the extension will go on. So you need to find the research gap, that what is the basic limitations that is not covered in the previous paper, and which limitation is suitable for your topic that you can fulfill with your implementation, with your proposal. That is the research gap, and based on these research gap you can create the objective. And then when you have objective, you can implement your work, and then when you have the work completed, you will have the result, and then you complete the article. Finally, when you have complete the writing part, then you need to publish. That is also a very challenging part. And this is the after writing part. As I told you, first 5 pages are before writing, first 4 pages. And then after writing, journal selection of the venue where you have to publish, either it is journal, conference, book. This is the after writing. So basically come to
Sanju,
direct. Yeah.
uh, can you wrap up in 2 to 3 minutes? Otherwise, we'd be late for the hands-on session.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I am
Please.
almost into wrapping up.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So this was the this was the form to write a paper, and this is the publication, that is you have to select the related venue, otherwise you can lose the time to publish. So there can be many type of research paper, like review articles, scientific article, case studies, tools and methodologies. And this is the outline of a research paper, title page, abstract, introduction, methods, and then this is the thing, that guidelines for publication. So you need to very focused on journal scope, impact factor, indexing, and the very important thing, that you have to avoid the predatory journals that is not indexed in any Scopus and or any master journal Clarivate. So you need to use Scope Journal Finder and Clarivate Master Journal, so that you can prepare yourself to avoid the predatory journal, because most of the time we don't know what is the predatory journal. And these are some key tools and resources, that journal finder tools, plagiarism checkers, and referencing software. So these are very important things for publishing. And okay, so this was the, I can show you one thing, that is how to find, like this is a journal, Q1 journal, engineering application of artificial intelligence, and the site score is given here, impact factor is there. And if you find this journal, just copy the, this is the last one, this is the copy the journal name, and you need to go master journal list. When you type master journal list, you will get this tool, this application, and here you will paste the journal name. You will get it, that what is the status of this journal. You need to paste here. If it is available here, it is said that it is a good journal. You can see that it is cited, the web of course signed, it is indexed in under SCI, and this is the whole detail, that is what is ISSN number. So you can see that this is a good journal. So in this way, we find that we can find the journal for the publication, although this topic is not cannot be finished in a very short time. Although I tried to cover it, but maybe I can take another session with the complete slides and complete handouts on this. So thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much.
you, Sanju.